course, so much is going on right now. So much. So much. So we're going to talk about a couple of new developments. Of course, they're new developments. Hold on, I wasn't looking and I see some people came through here. So first, good morning, Veronica. Hey, user 435, good morning. Hey, Gravy, good morning. Hey, Anthony, good morning, handsome. Good morning. Hey, Moon Sugar, good morning. I love that name, Moon Sugar Sparkle Butt. I know they be sliding up in your DMs, don't they? Chill. Can't even have a fun name, and they'll slide up in your DMs. Hey, Lola, good morning. Hey, Lois, good morning. Good morning. Now, y'all, we're going to have a good discussion yesterday. I didn't get to come back on yesterday because we had a power outage. A major power outage. Hey, Stan. Hey, Anthony. Good morning. I was about to call you Stanley. That's your last name. Good morning. Yeah, we had a major power outage, and I live in a pretty rural area. So, yeah, we have no power. Power didn't come on until after midnight. So, you can't even get good telephone service, like mobile service. So, I just was like, might as well go to bed. Hey, Miss Sweet Pea. Good morning, beautiful. Hey, Quiet Storm. So I went on ahead and went to bed last night. I said, oh, well, if I was supposed to, I tried to wait on it, but that didn't quite work out the way I had hoped, It's summertime. Everybody was running their air conditioner yesterday. So I think that was probably a part of it too. Is that, you got all these people running AC, and it just became too much for the system yesterday. So that's how I saw it. But it is what it is. Stuff happens, Good morning, Mrs. Thompson. Good morning. So we're going to talk about a couple things. Now, y'all know yesterday we talked about Trump saying, and I'll play the audio again this morning, where Trump was talking about when he had his falling out with Epstein, right? And I'm going to play it again so y'all can hear it, right? And then I'm going to tell y'all what questions I had after Trump said it. Again, the more Trump talks about Jeffrey Epstein, the more questions I have. Like I found out yesterday that the Trump administration, the government had been doing research into all the places where the money was coming from that Epstein was getting. The Trump administration stopped all of that. Why? It's almost like they don't want to know. But I thought he said he was going to get this information. Hey, Linda, good morning. But it's almost like he doesn't care about kids, right? It's almost like that. It's almost like that. So I'm going to play this audio, right? So y'all can hear what he said to a reporter yesterday. And I want to say this. I find it so interesting that reporters in other countries, when he goes to other countries, they're asking real questions. They're asking the questions we want to hear versus the media here. What do I keep telling y'all? This media here, they're complicit with the shit. The big media, they're complicit with the shit. They're not going to ask any real questions. And now the press pool at the White House, they want it filled with bloggers that are going to give them softball questions that are still not going to ask tough questions. Well, then we don't get the answers we need. Hey, Rhonda. Hey, Lori. Good morning to both of you. And I think I said good morning, Linda, but I want to say that again. Hey, Marcy. Good morning. So listen to this audio, and then we're going to talk about it. Now listen to this. This was yesterday.
Epstein has a certain reputation, obviously. I'm just curious, were some of the workers that were taken from you, were some of them young women? Were some of them young women?
Well, I don't want to say, but everyone knows the people that were taken. And it was the concept of taking people that work for me is bad. But that story's been pretty well out there. And the answer is yes, they were.
Yes, they were young women.
In the spa. Yeah, people that work in the spa. I have a great spa, one of the best spas in the world at Mar-a-Lago. And people were taken out of the spa, hired by him. In other words, God. And other people would come and complain, this guy is taking people from the spa. I didn't know that. And then when I heard about it, I told them, I said, listen, we don't want you taking our people, whether it was spa or not spa. I don't want him taking people. And he was fine, and then not too long after that, he did it again, and I said, out of here.
Mr. President, did one of those stolen, purses that include Virginia Jeffrey?
I don't know. I think she worked at the spa. I think so. I think that was one of the people. Yeah. He stole her. And by the way, she had no complaints about us, as you know. None whatsoever.
Okay. So this was my thing when I heard that. And I put up a video about it earlier. Hey, real one, good morning. I think I saw somebody else as well. Tomas, Marcy, good morning. Real one, good morning. Yeah, Kiera, good morning. Rhonda, good morning. Okay. Now, T, you caught it too, right, T? You caught it too. Children were working in the spa at Mar-a-Lago. Doing what? Hey, Stewie. Hey, Sinopa. And Ron, what were children doing working in the Mar-a-Lago spa? That's why people like Trump, if you let them talk long enough, they'll always tell you what you want to know. You just got to let them talk. That's it. You just got to let them talk. And they'll tell you everything you want to know. Say it again, nerd alert. He needs to stop talking, but he's not going to stop talking. No, Ron, that's more than child labor. If you wanted to put children to work, you don't put them to work in the spa where adults go for massages and stuff. You don't put children there. Bullshit. That ain't where you put kids. You put them outside, have them work in the yard. You have them do other things. At the spa? No, not at the spa. That's the last place you're going to put children. Johnny, you asked me if I believe in God. I'm about to hit you with a monologue. I am God. You've been blocked. Those who know. See, I told you I love movies. So when you ask, look, this is a part of the monologue. So when you ask where God was in operating room 2. So when you ask who is God, I am God. Listen, if you know the movie that comes from, I tell you, I love movies. No, it's not from Art of War. It's from a movie from the 90s. You're going to be surprised. If you've never seen this movie, Malice. Yes, thank you, Real Quiet. Malice in Virtual Life. Thank you. Malice is a great movie. So many people slept on that damn movie. No, it's not A Few Good Men. It's Malice. If you've never seen Malice with Nicole Kidman and Alec Baldwin, that thing is good. And it's not what you think it is. That thing is good. Man, that thing is good. And I was like, yes, Nicole Kidman got her just desserts in that movie. I said, yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch, you thought you was going to get away with it. You thought you was going to get away with it. They came in waving their flags. You can't wave flags in here. They get you blocked. If you want to get blocked in my life, throw up an American flag. I guarantee I'll block you. I'll guarantee it. I don't allow fake patriots in here. Good morning, Chocolate Hawk. Yeah, search it up, answer for you. You will like Malice. Malice is a good movie. Y'all will like that. Yeah, that's it. See, Kevin telling y'all, Malice is a good movie. It was a slept-on movie, though. A lot of people didn't see Malice when it came out. A lot of people didn't see it. But I told y'all, I love movies. So I'm going to watch it. Hey, Divizzy. Hey, good morning, beautiful. I'm going to watch it, so I didn't. That's what I said, Runt. So when I hear that Like Trump, again, Trump tells on himself, y'all. So when I saw this yesterday, I was like, whoa. Look, somebody just tested my theory. You got blocked. They threw up that flag. You got blocked, beloved. Yeah, we don't allow that here. That's diversity, equity, and inclusion. And America has said we don't do DEI anymore. So I don't do DEI either. Want that flags in here? Yeah, a lot of, listen, I saw a post the other day. I didn't save it. I should have. Where they talked about in the span of a week or 2 weeks, we got Forrest Gump, Pulp Fiction. It was like 4 different great fucking blockbuster movies that we got in that week or 2 weeks in that time frame. Man, the movies were so good. The movies were so good. Because they had to really write. They didn't have CGI. So they had to really write good stories. And if they wanted to have effects, they had to be practical. So they had to think through a process and how can we make this happen in a way that makes sense. That's one of the reasons why I love watching The Mummy. The Mummy with Brendan Fraser, it's a combination of CGI and practical effects. Because CGI is not all of that movie. You're right, Mr. Comments. Trump is the greatest. He's the greatest at getting motherfuckers out my live. Opa! Bye. You came here to tell me nobody cares, sir. Tell that to... You came here to tell me I've been dreaming about a man all night and I wanted to find a woman to tell him about it. Who does that? Who does that? If my husband woke up and the first thing he did, first thing in the morning, was go on the internet and tell other people how much he loves other men, I'm out, sir. I'm out of here. You obviously ain't feeling me like you say you are because you're dreaming about a whole other man when you lay next to me. Y'all are fucking weird. That's why I call y'all out. You say you watch Pulp Fiction at the weekend. Yeah, Pulp Fiction is a great movie. It is literally a fabulous movie. Specifically for many, many reasons, but one of the reasons because we never got to look in that case that was glowing. Alpha males love other alpha males. They do, but the alpha males ain't in love. And now I'm asking, what's an alpha male? Look. Because in America, you can't tell anymore what's what. A lot of the men in America, they spend so much time competing with women, it's kind of hard to keep up. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard to keep up. And I don't mean just an attitude. When we're talking makeup, hair pieces, girdles, you know what I mean? All types of shit. It's America's really interesting in that way. It's a lot of, to your point, Bonnie, a lot of toxic masculinity, but it's also most of that toxic masculinity comes from men who aren't very masculine. It's very weird in America. Why do you think it was a 14-year-old working at the spa? Because all you got to do is do your research, do your digging about how old that girl was at the time, and multiples were at that time. If they worked in that spa, they were children. They weren't 18. I'll say it like that. So why were people under 18 working in the spa? Oh, that's Ghislaine Maxwell right there. That's Ghislaine Maxwell. I'm not sure who this other person is. I got to dig because I didn't look deep enough to see. Then why are they finding kids all over now? They're not finding them all over now because Trump's not releasing any information. What are you talking about? You know what is all over now? All those pictures with Trump and Jeffrey Epstein. And then Trump saying the other day that he is in the Epstein documents. Trump said it. I didn't say it. Trump told you. He said, yes, I am in the documents. But he said it was planted. And y'all still believe in this guy. Y'all still believe in this guy? Wake up. Wake up. He playing right in your face, but Trump is playing in your face because he know he can't. Watch your local news. They find it all the time. No, you can't even trust your local news, Jason. If you were paying attention, you'd understand that a lot of your local news was bought up by Sinclair Media, Sinclair Broadcasting. And Sinclair Broadcasting is not a good broadcast company. They put out propaganda. So no, you can't even trust your local news. I am telling you. Well, Jason, let me ask you this. What's your local area where you're located, where your local news is putting this on? Because I have access to local channels all over America. So I'll watch your local channels to get that information. Since you say your local channels are telling the truth. Because I can tell you most are not. Your local is Fox, but you can't, you can't trust that. You can't trust that. That's the catch. Hey, Nessa, good morning, beautiful. Yeah, some people with Jim Jones didn't wake up. Some did. And they made it out. Some woke up, didn't make it out. I watched international news like BBC, but BBC ain't saying a whole bunch of kids been found. BBC not saying that. Jason, where you go, sir? Hello, are you there? Hello, Jason, are you there? Exactly. Very few made it out. But Jason says on his local news, they're showing they're finding people all the time. So I'm going, well, where do you live so I can watch your local news? Jason, where'd you go? What do you think about the New York? So let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. I was looking up that yesterday. Trying to find a good way to talk about that. Okay. I would say from the one that had happened before the United Health, it is that kind of started a domino effect. And I'm not surprised. I'm also not surprised that the media is going to sell it to people as anything but what you saw or but what we know. They trying to make it seem like this guy didn't like the NFL. It ain't have nothing to do with that shit. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. But the media is going to try to frame a narrative for you. The big media is going to try to frame it because you got to remember they all work together. As much as you think they don't, they do. They work all together. I saw a big story. Hey Val, good morning. I forget what it was. Maybe it was Washington Post. It was one of them. Well, it was saying how tariffs are good for America. No, they're not. No, they're not. That's rich people talking to you, trying to tell you that it's good for you and your family for you to pay more and get less. Really. That's what they're saying to you. Hey, Kate, good morning. Hey, Stacy, good morning. They want to convince you of that. Well, you should pay more to get less. It's okay. No, it's not okay. It's not okay. It's not okay if you're old enough, right? See, I'm old enough. I'm 50, right? It's not okay when you made $35,000 a year, you had more fuck you money in your pocket than you do when you make $120,000 a year. That's just math. I know y'all see the math. Y'all see the math? That's what's happening. This is why your politicians can't understand when you say you're suffering. You know why? Because your politicians aren't. They make great money. They're not suffering. They get plenty of perks. So they don't have the ability and capability to see your suffering. Because that's not their reality. They get to do insider trading. You don't get to do insider. If you did insider trading, you'd be locked up in jail. You'd be locked up. Exactly. Your elected officials are out of touch. They're so out of touch, you let them come and campaign in your district and tell you and tell you you don't work hard enough, and you still vote for them. But see, Martha Stewart, you talking about Martha Stewart, the lady who does the, oh yeah, Martha got caught up on insider trading, but Martha only got caught up because she was a woman. That's why Martha Stewart got caught up. I'm just keeping it all the way above. Her being rich and white didn't protect her, and it didn't help her affiliations with certain people that she knows and that she likes on purpose. Deliberately likes them. Makes no secret about liking them. Because I want to stop and go into segue real quick. I just want to say, I know they don't have that TV show anymore, but when Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg had that cooking show together, can I say that was the duo I didn't know I needed, but once we got it, I was like, I love them together. They have a great friendship, you can tell. And I really like them together. So anytime they put them together, I'm there for it. Because I'm pretty sure Martha be hanging all the way. We just don't get to see the other side of the hanging. If you know what I'm saying. Okay. And I'm going to tell you one more couple that I didn't know that we needed, but I love that we got them. Thank you all so much. Pamela Anderson and Liam Neeson. I didn't know that was the couple that we needed. They are so cute together. I like them. They went from making a movie to realizing we got something else here that's a little special. Let's see where this goes. And just seeing where it goes. I love that. They seem really happy, really chilled. I just didn't know I needed that. And honestly, when I first saw it on the internet, I was like, no fucking way. That don't even make sense to me. But it does, because I even remember back in the day, back when Pamela Anderson used to be on Baywatch, all that shit. I remember then people saying Pamela Anderson was a nice girl. She was a nice woman. That she was just a down-home chick from, where she was. She just happened to look a certain way. She came to Hollywood. She figured out a way to get in, and she used it to her advantage. Because Pamela's not dumb. She used it to her advantage. But then over time, she didn't want to be that chick anymore. She's smarter than that. She wanted to be known for more than that. Because she is smarter than that. She is. So I love to watch her be in this different era of her life. Where she embraces not looking like this, not putting all that layers of stuff on her. She could, but she chooses not to on purpose. The most interesting thing I find about it is the people that get uncomfortable that she chooses not to wear makeup. Like, how you mad at her? Because she chooses not to put that shit on her face. Okay. I don't wear makeup most times. I wear smile liner sometimes. I wear mascara, like I have a mascara today. But I don't really wear makeup because, honey, listen, if I put on makeup and came in this live, y'all would be like, is she alive? Is this Weekend at Bernie's? I'm not good at that. Makeup is an art. It is artistry. It is a skill. That ain't my skill. That's not my ministry. I'm okay with that. That's why I believe in good skincare, because me and makeup, I don't do it. I tried to do a smoky eye one time and had people looking at me like, should we call for help for you? So I just don't try anymore. Now, I will give it to Pam. Her look was iconic, especially because that was during the time when she did, was it Bob Wire, whatever that movie was? So I give it to Pam. Pam's look was so iconic that all these other women that came after her in Washington, who came after her in Hollywood, tried to copy it, but no one was ever able to duplicate successfully, to me, that Pamela Anderson look. No one is able to really duplicate it the way Pam has. When she was doing all the makeup and the extensions, all that, she telling you that wasn't me. That was the brand at the time. You say, if I need a barn painting. Oh, I wish I had a barn. My husband won't let me be at peace. Yeah, Alicia Keys was another one that was gorgeous without the makeup. But it was amazing to me to watch other people be uncomfortable. How you mad that somebody else chose not to paint their face? Come on. Grow up. Grow up. Then y'all get mad when y'all have babies with these women and be like, how come my kids ain't cute? Well, she was not cute. It was contour. And you liked contour. You said, boo, you look so good. You liked the lace front. You didn't recognize she had no edges. Like what? Like what? You can get all the surgeries you want. That's why a lot of times I look at the guys. Like when I see the women that are like, I call them builder bodies, right? When I see the women like that, I look at the men ultimately that choose them to marry them, to have kids with them. Because I go, genetically, you're not getting what you dating or what you're marrying. That was built. You're going to get the genetics. Okay? You're going to get the genetics. You're not going to get the part that you think you're going to get. You can get the wrong part. I don't know, Sonia, why some men don't know how makeup works. I don't know. Because one thing I can tell you as a woman, if a woman is really good at makeup, I call her ass a magician. And not because she looks like a completely different person. That's not why. That's black magic. The ones who can look like a completely different person, that's black magic. That's something different. Those are spells and potions and other shit. Because I've seen those where I went, no fucking way. Even I'm shocked, like, use a whole fucking lie. I've seen those. I'm talking about the women that's just do, just regular makeup. Those women are magicians. They're artists. That's how I see it. Because it's magic. You got to understand colors. It's all these different. That's not my ministry. I don't have the patience. You got to do all that fucking blending. Listen, I'm not about to be. No, I'm not doing all that. I don't have the patience for it. You ran into a man. Yeah, that takes effort, Ashley. Yeah, I ain't got that type of effort. I be seeing them like, oh, I have glass skin. No, you don't, beloved. That is color number 7 mixed with color number 2. Now, we're going to stop lying. We're going to stop lying. Now, a lot of makeup girlies have really great skin under that makeup. They just love wearing makeup. There's some women wear makeup because they don't have great skin under makeup. Everybody just wear makeup for different, and some people wear makeup just because they want to, because they like it. Thank you, Bonnie. And Bonnie, I'm pretty basic with skincare, but I'll tell y'all something. Outside of Vaseline, because Vaseline and witch hazel are 2 of the most OG things that work when in relation to skincare. I'm just telling you, that's just 2 old school things that always work, right? But Korean skincare, undeniable. They have great fucking skincare products. Korean skincare products. They have great products. Not the soap once a week, nerd alert. We know that's not the truth. You see how I'm looking at you? Yeah, Korean skincare is next level skincare. Like, I have some stuff, and I'm going to make a video about it this week that I got. I saw it in the TikTok shop because I be eyeing stuff in the TikTok shop, right? I do have some Korean skincare beauty recommendations, and I'm gonna do a video on it because it's a new one I've been using, but I'm the type of person, I don't put it up till I've been using it for a minute because I want to see what it does to my skin. Because if I don't like it, I'm not gonna make a video about it. I'm not gonna tell somebody, well, it was a problem for me, but you should try it. I won't do that. But I've been trying this new Korean skincare brand. Thank you so much, Sinopa. Trying this new Korean skincare brand the last couple of days, and it's for older women, and I like it. A collagen moisturizer, and then this other thing, and I'm liking it so far. So I'm doing it one more day today. And things keep turning out good. Then I'm going to do a video and I'll show y'all. Because I got it out of the TikTok shop. I'm like, okay, I like this. I bought a couple of good skincare products out of the TikTok shop. But then I bought some that wasn't so good. So I don't even mention it. Because I don't, I don't talk about things that don't work for me. Or sometimes, honestly, I just forget. And then by the time I want to talk about it, I've used it all. And then it's too late. And then I order it again. And then I forget again to talk about it. But I'll make sure to do that because it's a lot of, I'm pretty sure y'all have gotten caught up in some of them TikTok shop ads. I have, because some people just do good fucking ads, okay? They just do good ads and make me feel like I should buy that, even though I don't need it. So some of the stuff I bought from there as far as skincare, I didn't like. I was like, yo, I'm not using that anymore because I don't like it. But then other stuff I've gotten out of there, two things. Y'all saw me do the under eye, the puffy eye thing. That shit did work. You use it for like 2 days and stuff. Rocky, why do you care so much about men and women's spaces when you're dreaming about a man all night? Get. Had to boot him. Anyway, yeah, I did videos on that where I showed y'all that under eye thing. That shit actually worked. It lasts a couple days. That under eye puffiness thing, that shit worked. I liked that product. That was a good product. It's not dirt cheap, but it's not crazy expensive. It was like 30 something bucks. It wasn't nothing nutty. Because I'm not, y'all already know, I'm not spending no crazy amount of money for facial care. Because my great-grandmother, my grandmother, my mama, all of them had great skin, but they wasn't spending a whole shitload of money on skincare products. So when I see people do that today, I'm going, nah. Another thing, I don't sit out and get huge amounts of sun. I do tan from time to time, but I'm not one of those people that's just sitting in sun all the time. That sun will tear y'all skin up. Wear some damn sunscreen. I have to say that. Wear sunscreen. Sunscreen is really important, even for black people. Wear sunscreen, even on your face. Yeah, try that one, Nerd Alert. That one actually worked for me, and it was easy to use. That's the other reason why I liked it. Because I have multiple sclerosis, and it gets hard to handle things with my fingers sometimes. And the eye patch things were easy to handle even with my dexterity issues sometimes. So that's another reason why I liked it. I was like, this is good. I like this product. And then they contacted me because I kept doing it every day because I was loving the results. And they sent me a message. And they say, listen, no. You don't keep doing it every day of the week. Do it like 2 times and then lay off for a minute. You lay off for a couple weeks. I said, oh, okay. Because I just keep doing it every day. It's working. And the package didn't say I couldn't. So I just assumed I could. But they contacted me and said, 1 or 2 treatments in a week. And then you wait a couple weeks and do it again. You'll be good. And I was like, okay. Okay, but I liked the results that I got. I did like the results. And then I'll do one on this new one that I just started using about 3 days ago. That I really like. I like it. Now, right now, you see my skin glistening because I'm having a hot flash. And my fan not in here. What do they say? The fans. I left the fan in my bedroom. Because, see, last night, we had a power outage last night. In this area. So, I can't really get cell signal. So, I wasn't really doing any more TikTok last night because I couldn't. Because it was just, I just went on ahead and went to bed, chill. Say, well, I have to go to bed, can't do nothing. See, when you live in a place where it's kind of rural and there are no street lights so you can't see nothing, shit, you might as well go to bed. Because every time you turn on a light with your phone, a bug will show up. So I said, no ma'am, not me. So yeah, I'll make sure to put that video up for you guys. I got a couple of things, like, I'm going to tell y'all. I don't know if y'all saw those videos I put up yesterday about those car air fresheners. Now listen, I'm not even, hold up, here go one right here. Here you go, right here. All of them smell good, right? All of them smell good. But I'm telling y'all, this one right fucking here, this sweater, listen. Oh my gosh. Y'all, listen. This thing smells so fucking good. This thing smells like cologne. This thing, this sweater, what is it called? Sweater season. Listen, I'm buying this set again because I bought this. I don't take free samples for stuff like that. I don't take free samples often at all because I don't want to be on the hook to make videos for shit if I don't like it. I just prefer to buy it. It's easier and stuff. No, my dogs are not really in my car all like that. They only get to go in my car when they're going to the vet. Otherwise, they don't go in the car. But honey, that sweater season, listen, it reminds me of Creed. Listen, and if you smell Creed, you already know Creed smell. No, you can't get those in Walmart. Trust me. Let me tell you something. Before I buy it out of the TikTok shop, I check other places. And no, these air fresheners are not at Walmart. Hold on, I got something in my damn eye that keeps poking me. It's not at Walmart. These are on what do you call it? TikTok shop. Dude, you said be careful with them? No, I'm careful with them. I'm not obsessed with them. Like, I have one in my car from the summer that's been in there all summer. Like, I don't switch mine out a lot because I don't like, my nose is very sensitive. So the smell can't be too heavy. So I crack it just enough to get a little bit of scent, but not a lot of scent. I don't know people, I don't understand folks who can get a whole bunch of scent. That's too much for me. But just a little bit of scent. Man, that sweater season smells like Creed to me. I'm sorry. That shit smells like Creed. And Creed smells delicious and delectable. So when I smelled it, I was like, oh bitch. Not and I'm a fall girl, so I'm waiting for pumpkin spice, pumpkin lattes. Yeah, I'm that chick, okay? I'm that chick. I love a pumpkin spice latte, honey. Okay, see, JK smelled it too. That damn sweater season smells like Creed. It smells like, it reminds me of Creed. It gives me the Creed feeling. You said me, never mind, had a few fires because of the liquid inside. Ants. Oh, yeah. You do have to be careful in that regard. But like I said, I don't crack mine open that much, so I don't get a lot of scent. I just want just enough. I don't understand how people can have it crazy. So, Mary, question. Why haven't you cooked breakfast yet? Get out, Mary. Nobody gives a fuck. Bye, Mary. Damn. Bye, Mary. Why aren't you asking if Trump said that Bill Clinton's on the list? Why won't Trump release the list? Conservatives never ask that question. They never ask, why is Trump protecting? I saw this earlier. This shit cracked me up. Look at this picture. I'm not going to leave it up there. Look at that shit. That shit cracks me up. Look at the windmills in the back. These people get so angry. Y'all get so angry and so mad. But you not mad at the fact that Trump ain't give up them files. He's had them the whole time. Hey, good morning, Chi-Town. He's had them the whole time. The files were right under your nose. All you had to do was look at Trump, and you had access to those files. But no, y'all didn't want to do it. Y'all didn't want to believe it. See, there's the proof right there. I ain't got to lie to you. Look, if you look real close, you can see where he's been hiding the files the whole time. So the question is, why won't Trump give up the files? Why won't he? He don't have to hang on to them. He don't have to. I'm going to say like that little young girl say on TikTok, I'm going to hold your hand with a napkin in between when I tell you he's in the files. Thank you, JK. Yeah, everybody was in on it. And you know what's funny? You know what I find interesting? Somebody pointed this out. I saw it earlier. They said, isn't it interesting how you can't believe none of the women, but you can believe the one guy that you know lies all the time? You can't believe any of the women, but you can believe the one guy you know that lies like air. Exactly. Yeah, it's a cult. But I told y'all, these people tell you who they are because they let you know you and your children not safe around these people. I say that because if they won't protect kids they don't know, why would they protect kids they do know? And I'm going to put up something in my Patreon, right? Because I know I can't put it on TikTok. Where somebody had did research. I love the internet. Where they did the digging to tell about all the Republican elected officials that got caught up in crimes against the most vulnerable. The guy who came up with Trump derangement syndrome, he just got caught up on charges the other day. It's always them. It's projection. Always. It's always projection. Everything that these people say somebody else is doing, I done told y'all they have done, they will do, they about to do. That's how these people work. I told y'all. That's how these people are. All you got to do is listen to them. If you listen to them, you will understand. All you got to do is listen. A lot of times people think, you know, it's something else. No, all you got to do is listen. Now, remember I told y'all yesterday that one of the news sources came out and said a person from government told them that it's no missing footage from the Epstein prison tape. Remember that? Yeah, I'm disappointed in Stephen King. I got to dig into that even more. I'm like, bruh, you disappointing me, bruh. What is you doing? What are you doing, man? So, yeah, I'm about to talk about the CBS piece. That's why I've mentioned this. So, remember I told y'all there was a news article yesterday where they claimed a government person told them, oh, no, it's nothing missing from the tape. It's nothing missing. Remember when the Justice Department had just told you when they released the tape about a month ago that it was a reset. That's why it was like that. Remember that, right? Okay. Fast forward to yesterday, they said there's no missing minute, right? Where they said it's no missing. It's actually 2 minutes and 30 seconds. There's no missing minute with the tape. Right? Remember, they keep changing the story. The story keeps changing, right? Okay, now we have a report from CBS News that the video they have proof that it has discrepancies. Because they had it analyzed by a professional, just like Wired Magazine did, who said the same thing. And when Wired Magazine said what they said, that's when the Justice Department came back out and said, oh, it was a system reset. It just does that every night. See how they keep changing the story? So CBS News says it reveals that the recording doesn't provide a clear view of the entrance to Epstein's cell block. So the video they even gave us wasn't even his view towards his cell. Wake up, y'all. Government is playing a game. They trying to throw everything at you so you just ignore it and go away. But people won't go away. No. Why should we? We supposed to abandon those children? No. No, because many of them are adults now. And even though they may not be saying anything now, and I understand why, we here for y'all. We got y'all back. We not going to let them act like it never happened. You see them files hiding under that? Listen, it ain't much hair there, but if you pay close enough attention, Trump has been hiding those Epstein files right under our nose the entire time. Now, they say in this article that the CBS News, they digitally reconstructed the special housing unit where Epstein was held, using diagrams and descriptions from the 2023 report that the Justice Department had released then. and they found that the video does little to provide evidence to support claims that were later made by federal officials. And additionally, CBS News has identified multiple inconsistencies between that report and the video that raised serious questions about the accuracy of witness statements and the thoroughness of the government's investigation. It's a cover-up right in your face. Yeah. It's a cover-up trying to happen right in your face. Oh, and just so y'all know, when the files were finally under there, I want you to know what's really under those files. Honey, he's lying to himself every day with this comb over. You think he's not going to lie to you? He participates in his own cover-up every day just to get this hair combed. Because bruh will not let go of these thin-ass locks. Do you understand me? Augusta Strong wind come through, he gonna change his mind just on a whim. I've decided I'm going back in. Like a what? Look, and according to reports, according to MAGA, that's Biden's fault too. Because see, Biden got his edges. The top of Biden's head don't look like that. The top of one of my presidents didn't look like that. Barack head don't look like that. See, that's why people like that their hair is like that when they hanging on. This is why they mad. That's why they really angry. You be angry too. You would be mad too. Y'all be looking at, God, why has thou art forsaken me? We can't have it all. But my thing is, just get a toupee. At this point, just get a wig. I'd had more respect for a wig at this point. Come on. And this how you know ain't no black women in that White House. Because if I worked in that White House, honey, if I worked in that White House as the black woman, I say, listen, come here, President Trump, let me talk to you real quick. Let me talk to you. And as he walking over, you know you gonna hear. That's the fluid in them legs. Okay? So he gonna come on and say, let me tell you something. Nobody else is going to tell you this, but you look a mess with this hair. Okay? This hair looks a whole mess. This looks like a whole thing. Like you trying to stay young. And I know you're young. Look, this is how you feed the ego. I know you're young. But this make you look old. You need to fire that hairstylist because she's setting you up. You don't look good. And Melania Lyon, she don't care. She don't care how you look. I'm telling you. It's not looking good to you. On you. You want me to help you? Look, I give him a short Caesar cut like Chi-Town say. Because I tell him, listen, you got business in the front and you got a party in the back, and it's enough. It's enough. This is really this is really what you call an elderly mullet. That's what I would call this. This is an elderly mullet because it's a party in the back. Look at how they brush it down in the back, and then it's business in the front. It ain't much business because you can see through all of it. But it's like, let it go. Just let it go. When I see older men do this, I go, you're not comfortable being bald. Ask yourself why, because hair is it's just hair. It literally is just hair. Like women, if you're dealing with alopecia and stuff like that, don't worry about it. Let me tell you something. And even men who talk shit about it, let them talk their shit. Because guess what? I'm going to give you a secret. I'm going to tell you something that maybe nobody else has told you. Real men don't give a shit. They don't care. They don't care that you don't have hair. They don't care. If he like you and he want to rock with you, he going to rock with you. He going to be like, look at my little bald-headed boo over there. I love her, though. That's my baby. I don't care if we both got the same haircut. I love it. I love it. So don't feed that stuff. So don't feed that stuff. Now I wanna finish something I see else in this article. CBS is also saying they're not refuting the conclusion of how Epstein became unalive, but they're saying it raises questions on the strength and credibility of the government's investigation, which appears to have drawn conclusions from the video that are not readily observable. Meaning the government is saying this is what happened, and if that's the video they're using to make that determination, CBS News is saying, well, how can you make that determination? Because that wasn't even pointed, that's not even his cell. I'm just looking to see what everything else. Because they talk about the 2 doors, a nondescript trash can was out there, and a person and a stair landing. They said several cameras in that special housing unit were functioning but unmonitored, and the government has stated that a failure of the digital recording system resulted in the loss of most of the footage from the night of August 9th through 10th on 2019 that would have provided. Isn't that kind of coincidental? That just on August 9th and 10th, that's when the cameras started acting up. And that just so happened to be the same time frame that Jeffrey Epstein, he ceased to exist. Listen, I believe in a lot of things, but I don't believe in coincidences. Nah. Because that's not how the world works. You know what I'm saying? It's real sus. But again, it goes back to they think we're stupid. Now, they say the video that was released begins at 7:40 p.m. 9 minutes later, according to the report of the Justice Department Inspector General, Epstein appears for the first and last time on camera. He emerges from the left side of the screen and walks down a stairwell accompanied by a corrections officer. Employees told investigators that Epstein had just finished an unmonitored call, later reported to have been with his girlfriend, Belarus. And then the video rolls uninterrupted for the next 11 hours, but at 6:30 a.m., correction officers can be seen rushing across the frame. The Justice Department latest disclosed that's when Epstein was discovered. They said over the course of the night, the staff on duty failed to conduct the required 30-minute check-ins on Epstein while he spent the night alone in his cell. They already had determined he was at risk because he had tried a couple weeks earlier. And because of this, he was assigned a roommate. But get this, the roommate has been transferred earlier in the day, and prison staff had not assigned him a new one. You see all these coincidences. The camera stopped working. He had a roommate, but then he didn't have a roommate anymore and hadn't been given a new roommate. Then nobody was looking all of a sudden, but then you don't have cameras to watch guards who's supposed to be looking. Listen, y'all, it's too many coincidences for it to be a coincidence. You know what I mean? It's too many coincidences to be a coincidence. There's something else that happened here. Right, he supposedly was asleep. Right. My question, did those guards get fired? Bet you they didn't. Bet you they didn't. Exactly, dude. Those calls are monitored. Yeah. Yep, except for those legal ones. And they said last month, they say 2 staff members, Tova Noel and Michael Thomas, were ultimately charged with falsifying records, but the charges were later dropped. Because, they wrote down that they did 30-minute checks, but the charges were later dropped. There were no supervisors or Bureau of Prisons officials punished for these alleged oversights. None. So wait a minute. This guy who had all this information, a high-profile prisoner, all these things went wrong and nobody got in trouble. Wow, it's almost like they wanted it to go wrong. Huh. My job is to boot you, beloved, bye. Oh, they wanted to be here so bad. No. Ooh, hey, Fugees. What you made me think? You was Fuji Lada. I was Alibaba. Listen, if you don't have that Clips album, you need to get it. I would say best album of the year. Yellow diamonds look like PP. Bitches fly from DC on my private 2 Waikiki. Stop playing with me. Listen, you better get that album. If you haven't heard it, you need to hear it. I stand by it. Best album of the year. To me, it's album of the year. And somebody asked me the other day, man, over Kendrick's GNX? I said, listen, that's like trying to choose your favorite child. It's trying to choose your favorite child. But if I had to choose, I would choose the Clips album, because the Clips album makes me feel like it's a 90s, it's literally a love letter to hip hop. Kendrick opened the door. Don't get me wrong. He revived bringing a lot of that, getting a lot of people to come out that woodwork back to old school hip hop. Real lyricists. When people really talked about something, they put words together. They're people who read books. They understand language. Oh, it's so refreshing. It is so refreshing. It is so refreshing. So refreshing. Because if I would have heard "Get It Sexy" one more fucking time, I'm going, y'all like this shit. Y'all think that this is hip hop. This is not hip hop. That's not hip hop. You have a culture of rap music and basketball, and nobody is paying child support. You're right. You're right. A lot of white people don't pay child support and take care of their kids. They should do better. Booted you right on out the live. You ain't coming in here with that racist shit. I'm not going to allow it. I'm not going to allow it. Because I don't hang out with people that don't take care of their kids, so I wouldn't know what you're talking about. And most black people I know don't hang out with people that don't take care of their kids. Yeah, I don't allow that type of stuff, Fuji. So thank you for joining the live. I'm one of those people, I don't allow all of that. The trolls, they come. Don't get me wrong, they do come. But I send them packing as fast as they come. Like whoever that was, he'll be back again. They send multiple accounts. He's probably logging into his account with the female on the front of it. Because they think when they send women that magically I'm going to get all soft and be like, well, we're sisters. But I don't know new friends. Yeah, team no new friends. I don't need it. I don't need any more sisters. I'm good. So that doesn't work, But CBS is on it because they're cross-referencing these diagrams with the video footage. And they said, while a brief movement is occasionally visible on the stairs when someone is walking up the left side, the area remains mostly obscured throughout the recording, making it impossible to determine if someone may have entered the shoe through the primary entrance and accessed the staircase without ever being captured on the recording. So it is possible that someone came in there, went into his cell, and did whatever they did. That is possible. Hey, Trini, good morning. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with booting fam. See, that's why when I see people online say they're conflicted, they got MAGA family members and they don't know what to do. What you mean? Stop talking to them. Stop talking to them. Just because they're your family, that means you got to let them be deplorable? I don't care. You being my family member don't mean shit to me. If you're doing some shit that don't align with how I live my life, I'm not fucking with you. Period. Period. I'm not fucking with you at all. There's no way to twist it, turn it up, or nothing. I'm just not going to mess with you. Because I don't want nobody to think that I'm into the same shit you into. Because, see, I'm going back to how I was raised. I was raised with birds of a feather flock together. So if you don't raise and take care of your kids, other people may assume that I don't raise and take care of my kids. I can't have that. I can't have that. That's like me hanging with a hoe. I'm not about to hang out with somebody that's for the streets because I don't want you to think I'm for the streets. You understand? Nah. You got me all messed up. You got me confused with y'all. Where y'all like to say, that ain't my business. That's his business. No, it's your business too because you hanging with him. So if you hanging with this buster ass dude and he don't take care of his kids, then you a buster too. Because the men I know don't hang around other men that don't take care of their fucking kids. Thank you. It's all our business. Like, people kill me with that stuff. I'm like, what you mean you don't care? What? Nah, you can't hang with me then, because I care. Because, see, my thing is, you know why I care? Because my mother, I'm going to tell you how I was raised. My mother said, if you're going to be stupid, you got to be tough. You never put yourself in it. And if you're going to get locked up, you don't get locked up because of somebody else's shit. Don't be that dumb. If you're going to get yourself in trouble, you get in trouble on your own merit, your own effort. You don't get in trouble for... That's how I was raised. That's why I ask questions. No, who caused this? No, I'm not getting in here if you can't answer questions. You understand? Because that's how I was raised. You understand? So y'all can sit around and not ask questions. Okay? I'm going to ask questions. I'm going to ask questions. I ain't ashamed of asking not now questions. Because what I'm not going to do is be in a car with you and you get pulled over. And as soon as you get pulled over, you look at me and say, man, this ain't even my car. Nah, not me. Not me. Because what I do know is the law loves to charge everybody with the same thing in that damn car. See, y'all couldn't... See, those of us from the 90s, our parents were a little different. Because we had the type of parents that if you got locked up, you was on your own. Like my mama said, listen, you go to jail or prison, I'm not putting no money on your books. You on your own. Because I didn't raise you to do things like that. So if you decide to go out into these streets and get yourself caught up in stuff and do things that you shouldn't be doing, don't call me. Don't call me. Because I'm not going to help you. Did we have the same mama, Fuji? I'm sorry. Because my mama was not playing about that shit. I remember my brother got caught up in something. And it was a minor thing, but he got caught up. He didn't call my mama. Oh, y'all hear my stomach. I'm so hungry. I'm about to wrap up soon. He didn't call my mama because my mama wasn't going to come. Because she like, you should be smarter than that. Yep. He should be smarter than that. Say it again, nerd alert. If I got arrested by the police and the police say you want one phone call, who you want us to call? You want us to call your mother? I'd be like, hell no. Is you crazy? I call y'all to protect me from her. Why the hell would I want you to call her? Nah, I'm good. I'll figure this shit out. Trust me. What? What? Are you kidding me? Not my mama. Like, I'm going to tell this story one more time because it's the funniest shit to me. But I really did this. I remember, this is way back in the day. This was in the 80s. This was before call waiting. This is how old this is, right? And my mama told me, don't you get on this phone till I'm home from work. But I did it anyway. I got on the phone. Was on the phone running my mouth with my little girlfriend. And we was just running our mouths talking. My mama called that damn operator and had the operator break through the line. Because back then, that's what you had to do. When you would call somebody, you would get a busy signal, right? Because they didn't have call waiting yet. And so, Joshua, Trump also has legs like huge ass water barrels. Get out. I know you were dreaming of men last night. It's okay, baby. It's okay. I dream of men too. Like, the fuck? Anyway, so my mama said, don't get your ass on the phone. So I was like, all right, whatever. So I get on the phone with my little girlfriend anyway. And girl, we just talking. We just kiki, we just kicking it. Then the operator busts through that fucking line. Your mother's trying to call. Oh, shit. I was like, oh, God. So I hung up the phone. My mother calls. My mother said, didn't I tell you not to get on that phone? When I get home, I'm going to tear that ass up. I was like, oh no. I'm in trouble. What can I do? So I called the police. I said, I'm going to call the police. Because that way, by the time my mama get home, the police will be here. And at bare minimum, I'll be having some protection from her because the police will be here. So I called the police. I called 911 and I told them, chill. Well, my mama got home before they did. And she wore my ass out. Do you understand? Do you understand? Because I wasn't supposed to be on the phone. Okay. I called 911. I called. But they didn't come. 911 was a joke in my town. Because they didn't come. They didn't come. So I got my spanking. And then, of course, you eat your dinner. And I took my shower and I got sent to bed. Later on that night, those buster-ass cops came to our house. It was about after 9. I know it was late because I was in the bed. They came to the house. My mother calls me. She said, girl, bring your ass in here so these people can see you. I come in there. They like, here go my mama. There she go. There she go right there. She not dead. But I whooped her ass though because I told her to stay off my damn phone until I got home from work. So I don't know who called, but there she go right there. She ain't dead. You want to take her with you? Of course, those buster ass officers, nah, she good. They didn't even try to take me out of there. Nah, she good. Okay, whatever. So then I went back to bed, right? So my mother said, go on and then go back to bed. So I went back to bed. So my mother finished talking to the police and then they left. So my mama was mad. She was pissed, right? She was pissed. But no fucking way was I going to admit at that point that I called. Because then I'd get spanked again. I was like, no, I'm not doing that. So I ain't say nothing. So my mother thought the neighbor downstairs called. Man, my mama went downstairs to that neighbor's. You bitch, you call the police. I'm upstairs like, sucks to be her, but I'm not saying nothing, okay? And the lady never opened the door, But I know that old lady was down there like, the fuck is going on? Because see, my mother, she's a classy woman, but if you get her turned, she would always say, you let Patrick out? That's going to be different. Her name was Patty, but if you let out Patrick, there was going to be a problem. There was going to be a problem. And the problem wasn't going to be done until Patrick was done doing what he had to do. Like her alter ego was a whole fucking dude. Like who does that? Most women don't do that. Think about it. Like Beyonce says her alter ego is Sasha Fierce. Not my mama like, my alter ego is Patrick. Patrick. Chill. So I learned a lesson. Never call the police on your parents. They're not going to come. Just don't do it. Just take the fucking L, man. Just take the L, man. Not the Nicki Minaj. Listen. I just learned a lesson. Just take the fucking L, man. Just take the L. I learned. Man, classic parenting, you ain't never lied. My mama didn't play that shit. Oh, I've never seen that before. Oh, thank you for that, for the kicker challenge. I didn't know what that was. It scared me at first. Look, y'all know I'm so old. Y'all see me, I was like, wait, what the... What they say, do better, girl, do better. I gotta do better. But I thank y'all for joining me this morning. I really, really do. Thank you for the likes. We got 75,000 likes this morning. We got over 20 shares this morning. So thank you so much. I want to remind y'all, don't forget the new episode of the Straight No Chaser podcast comes out tonight, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The link is in my bio. So don't forget, you need to check that out. And I want you to check it out because I'm talking about, hold on, I'm trying to find something. I'm talking about chain letters. And you're going to say, why are you talking about chain letters? I'm talking about chain letters because I don't think many of you understand that for a lot of folk and for a lot of us, chain letters go back to that superstition. The superstition of your childhood, and quiet as kept, you still living in those superstitions. So check it out. I love you guys. I want to send a shout out to my top 5 gifters because I do this every live. Number 1, beautiful Kiana Black. Thank you, beautiful. Number 2, handsome Russ Nelson. Number 3, beautiful, my dog is Charlie. Number 4, my beautiful Lori. Number 5, beautiful Stacy D. And a special shout out to number 6, beautiful Nerd Alert. Thank you all so much for joining me this morning. I appreciate it. You know I do. I always tell you that I do. I love you so much. Don't forget, check out the link in my bio to check me out on all the other platforms that I'm on. If you like the commentary and you like what I do, I want you all to have a great day. And I'm going to tell you what I always tell you because I'll see you back here at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget that. But I'm going to tell you like I always tell you. Don't let nobody live rent-free in your head, baby. Don't feed the trolls. And you can accomplish anything you put your mind to as long as you stay consistent. I love you guys. I'll see you live at 5.